I recently met a client of mine and he had an accident where he had to be hospitalized for 2 months time. And when he was in a hospital, his family was completely worried, and his daughter was taking over the business, taking over orders, and she did not know what to do in the business, but she was trying to manage it. Almost the business came to a standstill during those 2 months time. And why I'm telling you this is because if you're a solopreneur and if everything depends on you, and if something happens to you, what happens to your business? So that's why it is very important to systemize your business and learn the art of delegation. So in this video, we're going to talk about why delegation is important and how to delegate. And also in this video, we talk about how to get resources for free in your business and how they can help you to grow your business as well. So before you watch this video, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the video. So we're going to answer a very important question about how can hiring and effective delegation benefit business without necessarily increasing cost or reducing profitability. Okay, so let us understand the problem. So now the problem is typically it is all about the mindset of a solopreneur. So let us understand his mindset. So if something needs to be done, I must do it because I am the best at doing this. Employees don't work and I will end up doing everything instead of them. So for example, recently we met a founder. He said, look, we sent the employee to close a deal and he was not able to get the right terms, and I went and I closed it, and I was so proud about it. Unfortunately, that is the mindset of a solopreneur, because if you are the best person in your team, then you are the biggest bottleneck in your business. So the idea is to not be part of the business at all. Okay. And the other thought process is, oh, I don't need employees, I can do everything on my own. I am myself not getting much business, how can I pay to an employee and make my problems more worse? It is true, because initially as a solopreneur, it is possible that we don't have enough number of clients, regular clients paying. So it is true that once you, if you don't have that regular clients coming, it becomes a question mark about, okay, if I don't have work much for myself, how can I give that to others, right? So for that, the solution is systemizing your business. Okay, so this is my solopreneur journey. So in this image, this was taken on March 6th, 2020. It was the last big meetup. You will see a lot of people. At one point, we had 15 people working for us. And so we had founders, co-founder, like a lot of people working. But then, even then, the whole business was depending on me. Our business was not systemized. So what happened is, because of the pandemic, a lot of things started collapsing, and because everything was me, the lot of things could not be managed from a distance, right? Like, so when you were meeting all, it was all fine, it was all going fine. But once the momentum started coming down, it was very difficult to get it back on track. So, and it is true for a lot of businesses as well. A lot of people, a lot of businesses scale up fast and then they come down as well, because there is no supporting structure called a system. That's what is very important. The thinking about systems. So what is a system? System is a organized step-by-step process how a business works, and if you have defined that, then it is possible to start delegating effectively as well. Okay, so let me tell you a story of a woodcutter. Okay, now this woodcutter typically is a solopreneur, and the goal of this woodcutter is he would go and his goal is to get as much wood every day, and he goes every morning and he goes and cuts, and then he accumulates so much of wood. And then at the end of the day, so much tired, and he knows that he's done a lot of hard work, and he feels satisfied. And also about the mindset about a solopreneur, because typically these solopreneurs are people who have come out of a job and they want to do a job also in a business, right? So if your business, if you are doing a job, then you're not a business. The business, you're self-employed, you're not running a business, right? So that's not the goal of our starting a business, isn't it? Right? So what is the other way? What is the other way? Now, what if our woodcutter friend can start replicating himself, and instead of accumulating, uh, instead of doing it once, what if he had his own friends who are very similar to him, and they also do the same thing exactly like he was doing. What would happen? He can accumulate so much more wood in terms of business. It is also about accumulating more profits, more cash for your business, and that is what is the ultimate aim for entrepreneurs, right? Like typically, solopreneurs are the best people in the team, right? They want to do everything on their own. So yeah, and also, building a business is not the same, right? Like now this is an image from Mount Everest, and at the base camp, typically this is where we all start as solopreneurs. We are the everything, we are everything, right? From going from base camp to camp number one, you require different types of tools and different types of skills, and that's how you can go to the camp number one. Okay, so that's what is the shift of mindset, right? Like, okay, you cannot now from camp one to camp two, it requires a different type of skill set. What is common about all this path is a systemized business. If you have a systemized business, it is possible to go up. It becomes a common thread to take you to the Mount Everest. What is the Mount Everest? The top of the mountain is when you are not part of the business anymore. That means you can go on a holiday for a month, and still the business is going on its own. Okay, so that's what is about the mindset shift we all need to go through when it comes to a solopreneur, right? So I suggest you read this book called E-Myth Revisited. It's a brilliant book by Michael Gerber, and why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. Please read that book, because he talks about solopreneurs are all technicians. They are the best people in the job, and they don't want to let go of the control. They want to like check everything, and they think they're the best people, and employees are the worst people. No, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, they are the best people, and they have so much anxiety about their business. They want to control everything. They cannot think about, even if they have employees, they want to do everything. And that's what I was also, right? I was telling you about our story. So although we had a team, we were not delegated the right way, and that's where a lot of things can go wrong, like up and downs can happen in the business. Okay, so what all can we do? Okay, strategies to delegate. Number one is you need to systemize your business. That means you need to record everything in your business. Okay, uh, so record everything, like do everything, right? Like what all is happening, you need to keep a record of that. And second is hiring the right resource for the role. It is very important to hire the right way. There is also a system to hire. You need to hire the right person who can do that job, and that's what is the right way to hire. And then you need to track execution. So a lot of tools that you can use. We use System Hub. So we use our own hub where we store all our systems, where people can access the systems. And then project management tool. It is now where we can say, okay, who is going to do when. That's why we use a project management tool. A lot of tools are available. Asana, we use Jumple, and OKR software. OKR software is OKR stands for objectives and key results. This is like the dashboard where you can check, okay, what is happening in my different businesses. We can track the goal progress. We can track what is happening in my business. You can go detailed, and also you can still do this in Google Sheet as well. So we do a lot of our tracking also on Google Sheet. Okay, so and also the question was about how can how can we have resources, and also they're not a cost item. So I'm going to tell you what top secret is: to hire interns and also have a core team. So let me tell you about that. Okay, so now this is a true story about a company which scaled from 0 subscribers. This is an e-commerce business, to get 1 million subscribers. Okay, and they did this with 2,500 interns, and they had interns spread all parts of India, and they had leaders, and they had a lot of people who are working under them as well. And the best part is he was paying nothing to any one of them. He said, like, are you serious? Like, is it possible? Uh we get that mindset, right? Like, are we misusing are we utilizing others, getting free work? We get that guilty thing, right? What he said was, you know what, Kashyap, see, these interns require experience, and that's what I'm providing. Because look at this, right? Like interns go to college, pay lakhs of rupees to get that experience, and he said I'm providing that experience without them paying me money, rather than me paying them money, right? And then they're getting a certificate, and hence I was able to get the work done for my business, right? They were able to accumulate, and what happens is this business went on to raise $50 million, and now it is scaling pretty well. All right, so that is what you can also do. So this is one of the ideas, which is getting the interns. And the second thing that you can do is core team. So what is a core team? Core team is your it is not your advisory board. Advisory board is something else. Core team is your friends who can be your execution partners. Okay, and typically these people can be employees who are thinking about starting a business on their own, or they can be people who are already entrepreneurs and want to like get an experience about a business. For example, if you are in real estate, for example, I don't have much information and experience about real estate. I would be happy to be part of a core team where I'll be like learning about the art. So that's what about learning experience. The same thing, the core team is also can be there for getting experience as well, right? And then you can start delegating certain responsibilities for them. And that's how I started off my journey, because in 2019 we had a core team where they would uh, come and give me insights about how to build this, how to build that, and that's how we were able to get our initial people, right? So that's what is about the idea about the bonus tip, right? So what is the what is what is the conclusion here? Time is your best leverage. Millionaires leverage others' time. So I want you to like, I use Google Tasks. Please do this every morning at 10 o'clock. This affirmation keeps popping up on my phone. You can write this down. It is my responsibility as a CEO to allocate time, capital, and people as efficiently as possible. Time is my most important asset. I protect it. So if you look at all these big millionaires, if you look at Infosys founders and Reliance, all these people, they are leveraging time of others for to build their business, right? So that is the secret. Like if you need to first understand that your time is valuable, and that is the first mindset shift we need to go through. Okay, I have enough time, I can do it, do everything. That's not the idea here, right? You need to start thinking about your time is valuable, and how can I utilize my time by allocating to others, like how can I leverage others time, capital, and resources. So that's what is again the same principle of leverage. Okay, and yes, our community is specifically designed to help you go to the next level. So if you need help designing systems in your business, please do reach out to us, and we will be helping you, because we're a community where systematically we help you to scale up. Doesn't matter if you are a startup, if you are at a growth stage, we help you to go to the next level. The whole Mount Everest, doesn't matter which level you are at, we will help you to go to the next level. And we are a million advisory board. We are also, our community is mentored by top millionaires as well, so we get the best part of the peer mentoring, and also from millionaires as well. All right, so let us get to the question and answer.
What are the steps involved in acquiring the core team?
It is very similar to what you do with interns. Very similar to what you do with interns, and you need to like ask people that, hey, do you want to learn about real estate? Okay, and do you want to learn? So I'll give you an experience of learning about real estate, and you can learn from me. That's what is the simple steps. Start onboarding people. So people who stick on are the right kind of people that who stay on.
Just reach out.
Just reach out that, hey,
yeah.
I'm giving an opportunity for people who want to learn about real estate. Put in a WhatsApp, and they'll be happy to like share. Come and say, hey, I would like to come. Say no problem. So you need to like I'll add you to a core team where you'll be taking up responsibility in our business, and you'll be taking up some roles, and it's a voluntary kind of a thing. You're also getting experience, and we're also like trying to grow along with that, something like that.
The takeaway for them is the experience.
Yes.
And the domain knowledge.
Correct.
Hi, Kashyap. I just had one comment slash question to be made. When we talk about hiring interns, obviously there's a possible age gap, there's a cultural difference. I mean, I'll just blurt out the word. We'll be working with a lot of people from the Gen Z, and the things that they value are absolutely different from what we have in terms of expectations.
Mhm.
How do we reach a middle ground? And of course, it's pretty valid that they're voicing their concerns because they're very tech savvy. There's a tendency to rely too heavily on technology, and there's obviously a chance of neglecting interpersonal skills. And then that, unfortunately, it becomes like a vicious cycle where practical knowledge kind of takes a back step, and then it requires much more guidance and you know mentoring, which again translates to a high initial time investment,
Yes, exactly.
even though it has a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Jyoti. That is the that is that's what stops founders to go explore this interns route, because they think that these people run away, waste of time. I need to do it again. See, again the same thought of solopreneur, right? I am the best person. I need to take over the work, so they are going to screw up my work. So again, it is a systematic problem, because if you have not defined the right system, it is going to be a problem. So people are not the problem, system is a problem always, right? If you create the right system the right way, 100% it will be easy, because you see people can keep coming and going, but if the system is easy and good, people can start early, can stay easy. Because why people leave is also because if you don't have clarity in your business, if you are asking them to do a lot of things, they get stressed and they run away, right? So if you have clarity about the roles, about what are the expectations, that's what is systemized business all about, then it becomes easy for you to manage, and also for the people to operate in the business as well.
And I think on the other end of the spectrum is, like, for example, for industries like space or nuclear energy or very conservative industries,
Mhm.
the trend here is to hire retired bureaucrats. I mean, of course, even their motivation is to not make money at the fag end of their careers. It's more on a pro bono basis. They also want to pass down their years of wisdom accumulated over their illustrious bureaucratic careers. So that's another mindset when it comes to having them on board. So
Yeah,
how do we
that,
tackle that as well?
yeah, like see, of course your question was about mindset, how different they're, right? Like, see, and that is why the hiring the right way is very important. You need to have a system to hire them the right way. Okay. And so yeah, I mean, if you have the system, hiring is also a system. Okay. And you are hiring with their interest and their intent. If that is not clear, they're going to screw up your business, they're going to waste your time. Okay. So that also, for example, Vamshi was asking like how to hire the core team. It is also about their interest and intent. Okay. And for example, how can you test if someone has the real interest to contribute or not to contribute? If they say, hey, I next Thursday I'm going to like come and do this part, and they don't show up next Thursday, that is a sign that they're not supposed to be part of the core team. Because someone who has an interest and an intent, either he tells why he is not able to come, or B, if someone is not trustworthy to like contribute, he's not interested, you cannot work with people who are not committed, right? So retired people also can be part of your core team as well, Vamshi. That's one of the answers.
Hello, Kashyap sir. This is
Yeah.
Purushottam.
Yeah.
Kashyap sir, right now I'm just started with my fintech company, right? So do I need to hire an internship students, or do I need to hire a experienced student?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it depends on your business, what is going on, because see, every business has its own needs. Okay. Of course, experience matters a lot. And so there is no one standard answer to your question, but I think, let me tell you this way. Okay. If your business is well systemized, you don't need an experienced person, because experienced people come at a big price tag and they're expensive. If your business is well systemized, even a low skilled person can start working and produce results like a skilled person, right? It is very important to create the system in the right way, and that's what we teach when you come to our membership. So we have that program where we exactly like
Sure.
tell you how you can systemize your business the best way, so that you know you can accelerate.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Your questions?
Sir, my question is actually, we entered in the direct selling company. It is like personal care, home care, everyone. 5 type categories there. But how can I will get help from your side, sir? It
Okay,
is
I couldn't get your
it
question.
is a direct selling company. It is a direct selling company, sir. NetSurfer.
Uh-huh.
Actually, my wife is dealing with this. It's a distributor. She's a distributor.
Mhm.
Actually, we are just entered in this business, but we don't have any marketing strategy, anything. That's
Yeah.
we are
So what I
struggling.
suggest, what I suggest is, are you coming on Thursday meeting that's happening?
Thursday, what time, sir? Then?
It is at 6 p.m. It is happening at Jayanagar. Haley will share the details.
Okay.
Okay. So answering your question, see, people, no matter which stage you are at, okay, we are a
Okay.
community where we help handhold you to grow a business in the next 1 year. Like, it is not like one kind of a course you take. It is like, we start with designing your business, like we work with you. Like, we have a program, we start there, and then every week we check like a GPS. We create the map for the 1 year, we create the map, and then every week we check if you are on the path or not. If you're not on the path, do you need connections? Do you need kind of corrections, knowledge? What is it that is not happening in your business? We start, navigating like and adjusting your path every week. That's what happens in our business. So please explore, and join our meeting next Thursday. So we'll talk more about that then. It's a relaunch for us, and we have, gone through the pandemic. And I think, I think one of the things for sure I want to tell is, because we are not systemized during this phase, we are not systemized, we could not sustain. This was 2019, 2020. We were not systemized, and we could not, and that's how a lot of businesses go up and go down. That's what happened also for us. We could not take the stress because everything was on my shoulder, and like it was all a mess everywhere, right? We had to like rebuild it. And that's where I went through a relearning journey, and this systems becomes very strong, because now a businessman can fail, but business systems cannot fail, because if it is designed well, it will keep going on. A lot of stories, right? Like, I remember during the pandemic, one of the business owners, friend of mine, he passed away, but then the business continued to operate because it was a systemized business. Employees would come, continue to do the work, and then the company was sold, and the wife gets the payment for the business sold. So it is very essential, if you're looking to create a legacy, it is very essential, to take that stress out of your mind, and that is a legacy you can leave behind, isn't it? Yeah, Manish.
No, I was just trying to add an insight here. I mean, there's always this perpetual debate on when should we give up control, because I mean, it sounds good on paper when we read the Soho example of how they kind of built smaller teams, gave them a lot of decision making autonomy. But then, what's the cornerstone? Like, where do you let go? What's the criteria for letting go? Is the question that I wanted
The
to ask.
business owner should not be part of the business. That is the criteria. That is the Mount Everest I'm talking about. Mount Everest is, he should not be part of he should go on a holiday for a month, and then the business should be still growing. That's the whole idea.
Understood.
Okay. I hope you like this video. So if you want to systemize your business and build your business systematically and scale your business through this Mount Everest of multiple levels, do reach out to us. There's a link in the description of this video, and our team is going to reach out to you to help you to build a sustainable business.